People just ignore the bit when you say, oh, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at sex. Oh, yeah, whatever, Stavros. Yeah, I bet you're wicked. Yeah, but when I say I'm good at something, you're cocky. You're cocky. Yeah, you up into the N-word. You get me? So people remember when you say you're good at something. I know I'm an intelligent person. I'm a critical thinker. That's my thing. But that's what I'm teaching my children. I'm expecting you to do it with your children. I'm expecting you to do it with your stepson. I'm expecting you lot to do it. So don't worry about what everybody else is doing because nobody else is looking after you.
Final point. The thing is, I wonder how to say this now.
Be blunt.
No. Blunt is not the way. Having the experience. So us as black people, our experience in this country is very different to that of white people. You discussed it and you mentioned it in, who was it that said they were in a car and then they told people, you're right.
Apparently, according to Wiley, we can't discuss what it's like for white people
thinking
because
is almost,
we're not white.
That's not what I said.
I'm still stuck on that, bro.
That's not what I said.
Critical thinking is more of a necessity it's more of a survival strategy for some than for others.
Okay.
If you're at home, if you're in Nigeria, maybe not Nigeria, if you're in a certain place where you feel comfortable, the necessity for critical thinking isn't there because you trust.
It's decreased. Yeah.
You're in your own environment. You trust them.
Yeah.
So you can't blame necessarily a lot of the population for being.
You can't blame.
Well, you can. Well, you can say, well, you should think critically because blah 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 blah. But generally, if you're in your own environment and you're comfortable, if you're at home, you don't have to critical think when your wife speaks to you about something. And I'd say that a lot of people
do.
Okay, fine. That's a bad example. But if you're indigenous to a place, the rules and things that you've been parroting across the world, that you're the bastion of a democracy and you're this and you're that and you're this, you take for granted.
Okay.
So when your government tells you something, when the telly tells you something, you just say, yeah, that's true.
Fair enough.
But for us, our experience is that you could get arrested for something you didn't do.
So are you saying black people in this country are more critical thinkers than
not quite?
The indigenous?
I'm saying you specifically have had a necessity to be a critical thinker, almost as a survival strategy to keep you out of certain situations. Your children don't have phones because you understand the dangers of them. Your children can't go out on the street because you understand what you've been through and what you've experienced. Maybe I'm paraphrasing, but for us, there's a similar mindset with all of us here because our parents have raised us a certain way, to be a certain way and to act a certain way. And that has led us to be able to be critical thinkers for ourselves. And that's a necessity for us because we faced racism, we faced discrimination, we faced various things. No?
I grew up in the hood. People next door to me, I can have conversations with people my age, went to the same school as me, the same college as me, and I'm thinking you're the same idiot as
and what did your parents tell you that if you bring police to my house, what will happen? What did they say to you?
Well, it's not what it happens.
Okay then.
I was just saying that you can wrap all of that thing that you were saying there in one sentence. My friend, have sense. That's what they'll tell you. Have sense.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have sense. A lot of people don't have sense.
Common sense is not common.
It's not common.
I agree.
Can I give a quick example? Sorry, go on.
No, because you talked about the democracy thing where you said which one would you, and that's what I'm saying. At times, in certain situations, you don't give the public the right to make decisions because they're not critical thinkers and they don't know. They don't
mess
know.
up their business.
Just mess up everything.
Everything.
Now I have to go to the next place to book my passport because somebody don't like an Eastern European man having potato in his
Brexit was
place.
a long thing. Yeah.
It just wouldn't make no sense, but it goes back to them not understanding and not knowing. But anyway, it's
indeed. But because this could seriously, when you critical thinking, as was said, you could have a whole podcast on this.